Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos, and today I have for you a Koa'ki Invoked deck. I want to give a shout out to my boy Adrian. He loves Koa'ki Meru, and he always talks about how I don't play them enough, joking around that every time I ask what should I play with this, he's like, play Koa'ki. So I decided to give it a try with Alistair the Invoker and the Invoked engine, since they do have access to earth and water monsters fairly easily, so that you can go into your Koa'ki and your Magellanica. And then what probably most of you are not gonna like is the Neos fusion engine, but I feel like Koa'ki and Neos have just become like one thing. If you see Koa'ki, most of the time you're gonna see it run with Neos, or something like that. So I left the Neos in here. It's gonna help out get those waters in the graveyard when we're not special summoning it with the Urn Knight, or searching it with the Diamond Core. And yeah, the deck works really good because it comes at you in waves, and it has an answer to just about everything. You have your trap negation, you have your spell negation, you can destroy multiple special summon monsters, you have your generic removal, which is card monster, whatever. And then you have protection, big boys, big fusions, and stuff like that. So a lot of the times your opponent is going to have to spend their resources on one part of your engine, whether it's going to be your Koa'ki monsters, your Neos fusion, or your Invoked, and then the rest of the deck is going to push through once they're out of resources and basically give you the win. The deck list, I think, is pretty standard as far as Koa'ki Neos goes. You have the 3 fusion, 2 elemental hero Neos, double diamond core, double iron core. I think one would have worked, but I was afraid of running out, if that makes sense, since you do banish it with Maximus. So I was like, let me just run 2. It shouldn't hurt the deck, and I definitely don't think it did. I have 2 Koa'ki Meru Ice because I'm going to be using one to fuse with when using Invocation, and I wanted to have a second one in case I want to destroy several monsters or special summon it from the deck using Urn Knight. 1 wall, 1 Sandman just for your negation, and then 2 Urn Knight. One of the things I could see, another way of running this deck would be 3 Urn Knight and just the 1 Iron Core, since you do have the Diamond Core to search it. But yeah, deck works really good. Neos Fusion and Alistair, it's a no-brainer because you can boost the Neos by sending the Alistair to the graveyard, and then you have your fusion in your hand. You special summon one of the fusions, get the Alistair back, and you can either boost your Neos again or boost the newly summoned fusion. Beatdown, because it's super easy to summon high level monsters. We have Maximus and we have our fusions, so getting all that attack is always good, especially because the meta right now is full of huge monsters and a lot of mirror matches, so more often than not you're gonna need that attack boost. But yeah, let's go ahead and show you some replays. And I know this isn't anything super crazy, but I want to be able to keep putting out content for you guys, even if it's stuff that is not necessarily new. I mean, obviously Koa'ki has been around for a long time, and so has Neos Fusion, but I want to show different decks that I've been playing with, and if I find them worthy of a video, I just go ahead and put the content out, and hopefully you guys watch and enjoy. Alright, so we got Gravekeepers, Necro Valley 2 set, pretty strong opening. They're going to destroy my Invoker, but I get my Invocation Search. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use Invocation to banish monsters from the graveyard anymore because of Necro Valley. But we do have the Sandman to negate any trap, and we went ahead and special summon Maximus. My options here were to destroy the Necro Valley and try to go for Invocation with Sandman, but I wanted to keep that trap negation on the field, since I do have my Neos Fusion as well. So we're going to use Maximus to pop one of the traps. We're going to be able to negate the other one with Sandman, special summon Brave Neos. He realizes I have plenty of damage on the board plus my trap negation, and we get the scoop. And that's without using my Invoke because of Gravekeeper there blocking me, unfortunately. Otherwise we could have ended with 3 big fusion boys, and an Alistair in the hand to boost. I mean 2 fusion boys and an Alistair in the hand to boost either one of them. Next we have Sartorius. Master of Destiny Shenanigans. We had a pretty good hand. I'm gonna go ahead and summon Brave Neos end my turn. Don't want to commit my Koa'ki engine if I don't have to, since he doesn't know. He only knows I'm running Brave Neos, right? He doesn't automatically know that I have this. So he's gonna force my Neos fusion and his in the graveyard. That's fine. Now we can go Diamond Core. I'm gonna go ahead and normal summon the Sandman. So we have a trap negation. Now we can special summon the Maximus. Go for the attack. I'm gonna activate my effect with Brave Neos. He's gonna Ultimate Providence. I didn't forget to use my Maximus effect, but I didn't want to trigger the Power Shot trap and him be shuffled back into the deck, because obviously my Diamond Cord is not going to protect me from that. So I decided not to activate my effect. You know, negate a battle trap if there was one, otherwise just try to attack for game, which is what we do here. There was a delay. There was not a delay on this attack, but there was a delay on the Maximus attack. So that pretty much told me this was a Drowning Mirror Force. There was no point in him activating it because I could have just negated with Sandman, and we get the easy dub. Yeah, it's crazy how much this deck just swarms the board, and you know, it makes sense. Even though it's an old deck, it makes sense why we have Diamond Core and Maximus in the ban list. They were too good when they were completely free. And then even after getting hit in the ban list, you know, Brave Neos gave them the boost that they were lacking and still dominated for a long time. Alright, so we're going first. I'm going to go ahead and activate Diamond Core. Set up Spell Negation, since I don't know what I'm going up against, but a Spell Negation is always pretty safe. Activate Diamond Core so I can keep both of them alive. Or banish Diamond Core, I should say. And we're going up against Spellbooks. It's really hard to know when to negate with Spellbooks, so I'm kind of just waiting until I absolutely need to. You know, the no-brainer would be Spellbook of Fate, but more than likely there's going to be something else I have to negate before that. Alright. Gonna activate Spellbook of Secrets, add Spellbook of Power to the hand, and then replace the blue boy with a Silent Magician. So this is where we're gonna negate. And the reason why I wanted to negate this is because he would be able to attack into one of my monsters, search a Spellbook of Fate, and then banish the other guy while just setting the other Spellbook of Fate, you know? So I'm gonna negate this so that he can boost and search. And then he's going to be forced to either activate his Spellbook of Fate on Earn Knight or try to attack with it. He crashes, summons a Silent Magician level 8, so I'm going to take a ton of damage, but we do survive with 500 life. So now I can number summon Alistair the Invoker. Activate Invocation. He's going to banish my Alistair the Invoker, and that's exactly what I wanted him to do, because I don't need him to fuse. I'm actually going for a Brave Neos with the cards in my hand. So he's gonna banish the Alistair. Now I can summon Brave Neos, and because he banished my Alistair, I can add him back using Invocation, boost my Brave Neos, and that's gonna give me enough attack to get rid of the level 8. And now I just gotta hope he doesn't get another Spellbook of Fate, and we're good. He's gonna summon Alistair the Invoker, goes for Invocation, and set up an, what's his name? Koa'ki, I should know. I got King of Games thanks to him. So Koa'ki, if he wants to destroy my Neos, he's gonna have to spend his Alistair the Invoker, and he knows that I have another Neos fusion, right? So it's a tough decision for him. So he's not gonna attack, because that wouldn't have been lethal either. He would have been off by 200. So we're just gonna summon Brave Neos. I'm not sure why he's hesitant here now that I have 2. I think he was expecting me to have another Alistair in my hand, but this gets very weird, as you guys will see. He sends Breaker to get a Silent Magician, but he doesn't summon the Silent Magician, he just ends turn. So now I'm gonna get some free damage here. He's gonna activate Spellbook of Fate, banish one of them. That's fine. We get 2800 attack, so we deal a ton of damage. And I set my Neos Fusion as a bluff, and then he just scoops. It was a very shocking scoop because he still had the Alistair. He could have easily gotten over my Neos, or I guess attempted to, but then I had my my Neos Fusion in the grave, so I guess I see why he scooped, but it still surprised me because I didn't think he was in that bad of a spot. Because really, other than getting through with battle, you know, I didn't have an out for his Cocytus. Alright, here we're going up against Spell Specialist Yugi. And this guy, again, I'm going to try to set up a spell negation because I see that it's Spell Specialist, right? So I'm like, I just have to negate the grass and we'll be good. But he had so many spells. He's going to set a monster, go for Ruins. I'm not negating that. Future Fusion, I choose to negate that because he could mill 5 dragons or, you know, anything using the Future Fusion. So I'm going to go ahead and negate that. And he still has Grass Looks Greener. This man had 3 spells opening hand. I don't know how he did it. His Kidmodo is going to summon Arcbrave. At least he can't attack because he used Kidmodo's effect. But he is going to negate with Blue Solid Soldier, so I can't special summon anything from the deck. But I don't need to. I top deck the Koa'ki Mirror Ice, which is great. We're going to destroy the Arcbrave. Force the Solid Ice to special summon a Blue Ice by targeting it. So now I can activate Invocation, banish one of his Earth, so I can get my Magellanica. Ruins is going to negate Magellanica's effect, doesn't have an effect. So now I can use my Invocation, get another card in my hand to discard with Koa'ki Mirror Ice, destroy the Blue Ice, and go for game, but he scoops. Love it, man. It's just broken, really. Discard him, discard the Alistair with Ice to destroy something, then you fuse, get the Alistair back, discard him again to destroy something else. And then last we have a Crow Hogan, and this was, I think, just a pretty simple OTK. Yeah, we're going first, so we're just gonna Neos Fusion. No point in using our Koa'ki monsters because they would have been destroyed. Alright, Alistair is going to activate to search Invocation. We're going to go ahead and summon the Water Boy using my my Alistair from the hand. I'm sorry, my Alistair in the graveyard, because I'm going to try to go for a game right here. Activate Beatdown, destroy that guy. I don't know what his back row was, but he never activated. Hit him for 1000 with Alistair, activate my Alistair from the hand, boost Cocytus to 3400, and easy game. Yeah, this deck is really strong. I mean, I'm not surprised. Koa'ki's is a really good engine. Neos is as strong as ever, and Alistair by itself can win you games when your opponent just flat out doesn't have an out to Cocytus. But yeah, I hope this makes my boy Adrian happy that I play Koa'ki for, I don't know, this is like my 2nd or 3rd time playing Koa'ki in the channel, which is pretty crazy because they've been out forever. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want, and till next time.